Hello, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're at. Hope you're doing all right and having a good day. Before we jump into gaming, I feel like I have to express my words about a certain topic, about some news that I found out yesterday. Now, I've been seeing a lot of other gamers, a lot of other streamers, a lot of other creators giving their peace of mind about something. And I feel like I also need to voice my opinion about it as well, too. I feel like as a community, it's best to put our feedback out there and what we think about how an outcome of a video game is that we may hold dearly to ourselves. So I wanted to take first 5-10 minutes of the stream kind of discussing the news that some of us in the community found out yesterday. Okay. If you're not a follower on this, totally fine. It doesn't pertain to you, but it also, imagine if this happened to your favorite game that you like to play. Okay. And it's relating to the topic of Destiny. The Destiny community and what Bungie's doing and what Sony's doing here. Okay. I seen Aztec Cross make a video. I saw Paul Tassi make a video, and I haven't seen anything from Swetsicle yet. I didn't see anything there. I've seen Bife here. Bife, he's made a video and he stressed his concerns. The lore god of just helping me understand everything about the whole Destiny universe. Literally. Dado as well too. You know, people out there who have a strong connection with this game. So on here, we had some news yesterday about Destiny 2. Okay. Now, the last time I streamed Destiny 2 was probably last year. It was a while back, and it's a game my buddies and I have just grown to love and grown to grind and just have. The game gives you the frustrating moments, but I've never had a bad time with this game because of its learning curve. Since 2014, of when Alpha Destiny 1 came out, all the way to now, becoming a free-to-play game in 2019, mind you, to what it's becoming right now. That is okay. So probably a lot of people have already seen this. I'm just going to skim it. I'm just going to hit the highlights of this post here. But as you can see, the title, Destiny 2, every end is a new beginning. And as someone who reads that title, it's not good, right? For almost 12 years, we have had the joy and honor to explore the Destiny universe with you all. Through all the ups and downs, surprises and triumphs, building Destiny alongside our players has been a monumental privilege. While our love for Destiny 2 has not changed, it has become clear that after the final shape, we have reached the time for our shared worlds and Destiny to live beyond Destiny 2. Now, granted, final shape, that was honestly knife in the coffin. Nail in the coffin for that being the last. Honestly, I thought that was closing the doors on it. But when I found out they were making more, I was excited. I was happy. I was like, all right, cool. Final shape isn't last. We got more coming to it. This is awesome. And then we had the Edge of Fate. And then we had Renegades, which, I mean, yeah, great to have a Star Wars vibe thing and story, but just like, I mean, it needed some work. I did like what they did with it, with kind of like the multiplayer and the PvE multiplayer, kind of like what they did with, what was that? What was that season they did where we were on the Dreadnought before we had Renegades, I think it was, or was it before Edge of Fate? I forget which one it was, but they had that mode. I forget what it was called now, because it's been so while since I played. But like you had a certain amount of life and you had to pick up motes or orbs to be able to stay alive, you know, in that game mode. Okay, and that was fun. I liked that. I think it was the Nether, right? Yeah, I think that's what it was called. But what hits me the most about this, and like, though active development may be concluding, we will ensure that Destiny 2 remains playable, just as the original Destiny is today. Many changes in this final update will aim to ensure that Destiny 2 is a welcoming place for players to return to. And basically they're saying we will begin work incubating our next games, which, okay, what's the next game's going to be? But to that end, on June 9th, 2026, we will release the final live service content update for Destiny 2 to begin that new journey as a studio. And this hits hard. This really does hit hard. A game that I have played, like I said, since 2014, has made an impact on me. For the hours, the time, the money spent on expansions, on keys to get dungeons, raids. I'm at a loss for words for such a big community that was such a big part of my life in gaming, and that I got to be part of streaming with, that I got to be part of with my buddies for, you know, even doing contest day on dungeons, even though knowing that we wouldn't be the first ones to finish, but just to like the experience of doing that. No more dungeons, no more raids, no more expansions. And Destiny 2 said they were still working on the game. I had hope for them, right? When Edge of Fate came out, I hopped off because I was like, I don't like this. I don't like where they're going. And like, I literally said, and my buddies even said, we should have ended right at Final Shape. That should have been it. That should have been it. Done. Go to Destiny 3. Make Destiny 3. Now, a lot of people I see posting and have hope. They're like, oh no, they'll make a Destiny 3. I'm like, they're not gonna make. From what I've seen, Paul Tassie's post that he made on Twitter, and the blogs that I've seen, and the posts, everything, it looks like it's not happening. Okay. Destiny 2, Bungie, well, not Destiny 2, but Bungie itself has 800 employees right now working on games, and they're gonna shift their focus to fucking Marathon, which I think is just a waste of time. Did not have a solid drop, did not have a solid beta. I got a lot of backlash, and I know Bungie's like, oh, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that, and Sony's like, it'll be the game we're focusing on. It's like, why work on a looter shooter? Like, I get it, that's kind of like the trend, but you're not gonna beat Arc Raiders, you're not gonna beat Escape from Tarkov, you're not gonna beat these games that already have a high peak in that. And definitely, I know for a fact your Destiny community is not going to go to that fucking game. I know that, as right now, I know that for a fact. And I felt like I needed to have my own announcement for this, because I feel like more of the community that gives their feedback to this and shares their feelings about this will maybe shift the gears of what Sony wants to do and what Bungie... I want them to see this and be like, shit, maybe we gotta make a Destiny 3. No, you have to. You have to. You cannot build Destiny 2 up to what it is right now in the state that it is right now and just fucking drop it. Okay? As a gamer and the community who love this game, I had hope for you guys to fix this. This is my all-time favorite game, and I'm like, you know what? We'll give it a rest, not play Destiny, let them fix their shit, and then we'll go back to it. You know? I always go back. And it's like, well, you're going to complain about it, and you're not going to play it, and you're going to say this. And it's like, yeah, because I am very passionate about the game. And so is everyone else in the community. Of course I'm going to fucking complain about it, because you're better than this. You can't drop a game at the point that the state that it's in here and not make a number 3 or something. And yeah, there's a lot. It's like, well, we can't be doing Destiny 2 things and working on the next game. True, yeah, you got to drop Destiny 2 and you got to work on the next game, right? I get that. And also, you need to be hiring people then for Bungie. You have 800 employees right now at this company. They're not going to be all the ones working on Destiny 3. And last time I checked on Indeed, I didn't see any job listings for Bungie or Sony for people to help create a game. So I doubt it. I doubt they're going to be making a Destiny 3. And it heats me so much for the feedback that I have given to Destiny myself and just the player drop on it too for what the state is in. And then that's where they're going to leave it. It upsets me. It really does upset me, and I really wish that I really wish June 9th was not going to be the end of the updates for the server. It's a disappointment. For a game I have probably over 500 plus hours on. I mean, hold on, look at on Steam. On Steam, I have less hours. Here, I have 288 hours time played on Steam. Mind you, before I played this on Steam, I was playing on Xbox. I was playing on PlayStation 4 when it was coming out. So add probably 400 more hours to that. It is the game I have the most hours on, the most achievements, the most grinding that I have on, the solo dungeons that I've tried, the trios with regular dungeons, the raids that we've set up and then have been up until 4 in the fucking morning trying to complete, the community that Destiny has built, that Bungie has built, is one of the largest communities that I have been able to be a part of, and that I can say that I've been proud to be a part of. For a community that I've ever seen that's been so passionate about the game, about the state of where it's at. And they've usually listened on where they need to move things and how they need to change things. Yeah, you're your own company, you're going to do your own thing, but still, you listen to your community. You listen to the people who stream the game or make content for it. This game has the best lore that I have ever fucking witnessed in a video game, where I have been attached to spending nights going through the lore book on just the app or on anywhere, or watching Bife on any lore explanation and deep diving into the story more so I can have an understanding of the game and love it even more. I have never, I mean, I haven't ventured out to see if there's any other game like that, but honestly, I have never played a game that has been so detailed and so just so good, so well thought, so much time putting into to make this game just like its absolute best. It's just a shame for a favorite game, all-time favorite game of mine, to be leaving and be shutting down next month. And I'm probably, to give it one last hurrah and one last send-off, if we're not going to get another Destiny, I'm going to try to get something together with my buddies and maybe run some dungeons next month on this game, just to give it the last, like, I just can't believe it. I can't believe we're just leaving it, and it's a shame. It really is. And it's a game that has still and can have so much potential. So much potential. And it's just now, it's being shut down. I hope Sony sees all of what the community is saying about their decision making, and they do rethink their decision on either they have to make a Destiny 3. You can't continue. I get it. Yeah, Destiny 2 is going to be over with, but you can't continue on with it. So make a Destiny 3. Take everything you've learned in Destiny 1, take everything you've learned in Destiny 2, and put it all in a third game. Give us what the community has been asking for years. And all the time and money that I have put into, I tell you what, the money I put into this game is well over $1,000. Yeah. That's expansions, skins, silver, all the shit. All the fucking shit is well over $1,000 that I've spent on this game. And I know it is because guess what? You guys don't do a cross save for shit for what you purchase. So when I bought it on Xbox, I had to rebuy it all on fucking Steam or on PlayStation. So yes, you got my money, Sony. You got my money, Bungie. Give it back to the people. Give us something, please. It's a game that I didn't want to give up on. I gave a break to the game for a little bit because I just, like I said, I didn't like where it was at, but you gotta fix it. You can't leave it like this. You can't leave a game like this. No one wants, this is where you want everyone to remember how you ended the series or the franchise. Like, you can't. You're just gonna be remembered. Oh, yeah, remember Destiny? Remember that game? Remember Destiny? Remember they had a good game going and then they gave up? And they didn't polish it before ending it? That's what you want to be remembered for? That's not how I want to remember this game. With the anger that I have right now for that. So, I'm not gonna continue on with it. It's just something I needed to say something because I feel like that this whole community needs to come together, voice their opinion, give their feedback, and push to see if we can save this. I have hope. I have hope that we can keep Destiny alive. Well, Destiny is going to be alive. It's just not updating the servers. That's not what I mean. That's not what I want more. There's so many questions. There's so much more that we can do for this game. And I see where they want to take it. I see where you want to take it, Destiny 2. I see it. You just need more work. You need to make it a third game. Don't put it all together in Destiny 2. Clean slate, go to Destiny 3. But a big part of me just knows it's not gonna happen. But I'm a hopeful dude. I really am. I mean, I was hopeful after Lightfall, and that was a fucking shitty expansion, and we got fucking Final Shape, and that was incredible. That's where Destiny 2 should have ended, and for them not to have talked or greenlit Destiny 3 at all during that time, that proves to me more that they're probably not going to make another one. And I just don't want to say goodbye to Destiny. I want more. I want more. You were a game that gave so much revenue and so much, a community that was so passionate to play, to get on each week, to go find Xur to see what he was fucking selling, to wait for the dungeon, to wait for the Pantheon, to wait for fucking Guardian games, to wait for fucking all the events, Halloween, Christmas, all these fucking things that we're just not, it's not gonna happen anymore. And that is the biggest bummer about that. And I am truly upset. I am truly upset. And Marathon, Bungie, Marathon, you're not getting my fucking money on that shit. You can spend all the time you want on that game and say how you're going to make it a good game, but fuck that. Honestly, fuck that. It's not what we want. We don't want another looter shooter like that. We don't. We want Destiny. That's what we want. So I'm going to jump off my soapbox there. End it there. I just needed to, like I said, I just needed to say it so that way I can make a clip of it later and post it so I can be with the community and show my feedback and my opinion on it, because I am pissed. That's for truth. So we're going to get into it here. We're going to join some buddies. We're going to have some fun. We're going to play some games with the boys. We're going to have a good time tonight. And we got some drinks going.